Hi YouTube, Luminousz Ztarr here. Welcome to my channel, Luminousz Ztarr. If this is your first time visiting, welcome. And to my current subscribers, thank you so much for your subscription. At the end of the video, guys, please leave me comments and questions. Also hit the like and or subscription button. Today's video is about how narcissists use sex as a weapon. So if you have younger ones that you think this may be too inappropriate for, please have them exit the room. I'm just giving you a fair warning. Today's video is going to be a little bit controversial, okay, in that regard. Again, this video is about how narcissists use sex as a weapon, okay? I'm going to be giving 3 points, and at the end of those points, again, leave comments and or questions pertaining to those 3 points. All right, now I will try my best to get back with you or respond within 1 to 3 days, okay? All right, guys, here we go. Fasten your seatbelts. All right, here we go. Point number 1. Narcissists, since they use sex as a weapon, narcissist is never a means of intimacy. It's never a means of gaining or getting a connection. That's another form of intimacy. But anyway, you get the idea. Narcissists don't use sex, or they don't see sex as a means of celebrating the union between another person and themselves. They don't see it as that, because a narcissist only sees his or herself. They're the only ones in the picture, period. Everybody else is invisible, or they are there as property, or like a drug to be used, or a game to be played and had. Sorry to put it that way, but that's the way it is. So narcissists use sex as a weapon in regards to a means to an end, okay? In other words, all right, I'll have sex with you, but this is not so I can feel closer to you. This is not so I can celebrate our union, whether that be a marriage or whatever. It doesn't matter to the narcissist, because they don't see sex as a form of expression that they love and care about someone else in the context or a construct of a union, such as a relationship, as a marriage, or you may be engaged in it. It doesn't matter. Sex is used as a weapon. So when sex is going on in the relationship, unfortunately, it's only their partner or the person that they're having sex with who may use sex as an expression of love, of care, of nourishment, as a celebration of their union, right? The narcissist doesn't see sex that way. It's a weapon. So it's a means to an end. Point number 2. I know, right? It's pretty tough. Cold. It's cold in here. Okay. Point number 2. All right. Now, sex is something that the narcissist sees as a chore, or it's tedious, because again, it's a means to an end. Right? The narcissist sees sex as a weapon that they can use against all targets as a form of making sure that they gain control or maintain. Sometimes it's both. Gain and maintain control. Because again, narcissists have a strong sense of entitlement. They have a false sense of self. And anything that threatens that, they will use any means necessary to secure or resecure that. Meaning, sex can be used as a weapon. They will use sex to make sure that they maintain that superiority, that that oh, I am God type of stance in the relationship, right? So no pun intended, but when you are in the mix and you may say, oh God, the narcissist loves that. That's music to their ears. Okay, because they think you're talking about them. Honey, please, right? Okay, let me move on. Let me move on. But anyway, that's my point number 2. Sex is something that's tedious to a narcissist. All narcissists, don't matter if it's male or female. Sex is tedious. It's seen, it's a choice. Something, okay, I gotta do this, wow, I gotta do this as, a means to an end. So let me go ahead and do it. Right? Third and final point. Now this is where it gets a little racy. In the act of sex, or you and I may say lovemaking, in the very act, there's a lot of energy being flowed back and forth. Yeah. Okay? Woo, it's getting hot in here now. Well, cold, but it's getting hot. Okay? Now, that is a lot of energy that's flowing from one body to another. Now, even if you are having more than 2 people in the mix, you naughty people. Anyway, okay, I'm not judging, but it doesn't matter how many bodies there are. In the sex act, there's a lot of energy being flowed from one body to another. I don't care if you have just 2 or 4 or 6. Yeah, anyway, doesn't matter. Yes, that is a lot of energy that's being flowed. And the narcissist, as we all know, likes to get their supply. And what better way to get their supply than to get that energy, even in the very sex act. Narcissists, that's where they get some of the most potent supply, if you will, no pun intended. But yes, narcissists, they understand this, by the way. In the sex act or in the act of lovemaking, that's pure energy, as a lot of us know. Okay? All right. I promise you guys, I'm going to try to be good. Okay? All right. Now, but because of that energy that's being flowed from one person to another, say from the narcissist to someone else or vice versa, really the narcissist prefers to see it that way, from that person to them, because that's their supply. That's another way that a narcissist gets supply. It's a very potent form of supplies that the narcissist gets, is in the very sex act itself. So this is why, and I've actually heard some of the testimonies, this is why some people actually feel drained after having sex with the narcissist. Not necessarily in a good way. Because as some of us know, we have really experienced that ecstasy and we feel tired and sleepy and we go to sleep and maybe we even feel hungry after the sex act because it was that good, right? To a narcissist, right? Because they're extracting from, and again, it doesn't matter the gender of the narcissist. They are taking something from. In that sex act, they are extracting that energy from their partners, right? Because they're getting that supply. So whoever is on the receiving end of that, and again, it doesn't matter the gender, they feel drained, they feel tired. They may even feel angry and frustrated. They may even feel depressed because the narcissist absolutely is taking more than they think they're taking from them. Because during the sex act, that's a lot of energy being flowed from one person to another. And the narcissists understand this. They do understand this. Okay? This is exactly why a lot of them are very sexual. Their appetites are, we're all sexual, but I'm saying their appetites are sometimes over the top. Because narcissists, a lot of them, they get that. During the sex act, they're going to take so much from you. And they know it. And they enjoy it in more ways than one. Okay, and again, no pun intended. I'm really not trying to be too funny on this because this is serious. But on the other hand, I'm just kind of, making light of it as well so we can laugh. Right? But again, that's my third and final point. During the sex act itself, narcissists will take more from you than you think during the sex act because that's a lot of energy being flowed. And the narcissist has to have their supply by any means necessary. Okay, so guys, still, I just want to drive, no pun intended, I really want to drive that third point home because a lot of people, I think, and I know I did at one time, a lot of us miss that because, when we are attracted to a person, we're making love, we're having sex with them, nothing wrong with that, perfectly natural. And that's a form of us sharing something, not with the narcissist. They use sex as a weapon. So even in the very act of sex, narcissists extract a lot of energy from the people that they're having sex with, right? So there's a whole lot of things going on that is not quite seen, right? It's not quite seen. It's energy, it's spirit. I hope some of you guys get what I'm saying about that. So a narcissist, again, that third and final point. Remember, even in the sex act, narcissists will extract a lot of energy from you and whoever they're having sex with. Absolutely. So I'm going to finish that third point with this because this part was a real eye-opener for me. And it helped me to really take a second look at some things. Now, this is still the third point. When the narcissist is extracting all of that energy from their sex partners, right? When a narcissist orgasms, if they orgasm, right? And I know some of you are really going to be like, what? When I say this, but just stay with me and think about what I'm getting ready to say. Not for me, not for anybody else, but just from your own experience, your sexual experiences with the narcissist, right? Just draw from that. Here we go. If the narcissist orgasms, it has nothing to do with you. What? Yeah, it has nothing to do with me, has nothing to do with you, and I'll explain why. Because again, sex is used as a weapon. So the narcissist is all in here anyway. They're never giving this, even if they giving you some of that. No, sex is used as a weapon, right? They don't get all emotional about it. No, even if it's a woman. No. Sex is used as a weapon at all times, by any means necessary. They never put that down. They never put that weapon down. A narcissist never puts that weapon down. Never. So even in the very sex act, if that narcissist orgasm, if he or she orgasms, has nothing to do with you. Why? Because they sense, the narcissist is like they're taking something from you. They're controlling you. They're taking something from you. They're not giving you shit. Even if you orgasm. And that's when the narcissist is like, no, I'm taking this from you. And I'm getting more power. So the very fact that they may orgasm has nothing to do with you. Because remember, I'm not going to even go there. I'll just put it like this. In the mind of the narcissist, they are always trying to take stuff from everybody. It don't even have to be in the sex act, but since we're talking about sex, I'm going there. Even in the sex act, they're taking something from you. That's more for them. That's more supply for them. So even when they orgasm, if they do, right, has nothing to do with you. It's not because they feel good about being with you. No. They bust a nut because they feel like they are controlling you. They feel like they're doing something to you that's not necessarily loving. They feel like they are affecting you. They are destroying you, even through the sex act. Because again, sex is a weapon to a narcissist. So yeah, it sounds grim and sadistic and sick because it is. You think about all those times that the narcissists act like you two never met. They act like you ain't never had great sex. They don't care. That's why. Because the orgasm has nothing to do with you, me, or nobody else. That's a form of them like taking control. They think that they're getting bigger, no pun intended, and it's more for them. That's more supply for them. So in that sex act, and when they come and when they bust a nut, it's because they think they are affecting you. They think they are destroying you. They think that they are, oh, no pun intended again, they got over on you. You down here, no pun intended again, and they way up there. So they are able to bust a nut because they think that they are affecting you in a terrible way. Sounds sick, sounds sadistic. It is, but we're talking about a narcissist. So if they orgasm, if they bust a nut, it ain't got shit to do with you or me. Now we can be very attractive, we can be very beautiful, and we can be on point with our skills, you see. But to the narcissist, they don't care about that because they are superior and you and I are inferior, even in the bedroom. No matter what your skills, no matter what, what your, how your body look. No. Okay, yeah, they'll take that too. That's all right too, but since sex is a weapon, yeah, by any means necessary. So even when they orgasm, they are able to orgasm 9 times out of 10 chances is because they think they are affecting you in a negative way. And that gives them that feeling that they need to feel good because they're doing something to you that's terrible. So that makes them feel good. One of the classic traits of a narcissist is to abuse people, use people. So why would they stop in the bedroom? Why would they stop? No, they're going to do that in the bedroom. A narcissist must know that he or she is able to pleasure you and give you pain. Every narcissist is like that. They have to know that they are the center of your world. You pay them so much attention, you damn near worship them, right? That's very important to the narcissist. He or she must know that you see them as a source of pain and pleasure. Sounds sick, but it's true. And please don't stop here. Do your research and even go back in your own mind and remember some times that you had with the narcissist. And I'm pretty certain, almost pretty certain, some of what I'm sharing here is going to click. Again, no pun intended. It's going to bring some things to clarity for you. So third and final point, again, I know that was a long one, but I really wanted to make that clear, that third and final point, because for me, that was a game changer. For real, for sure. That was a game changer, right? That third and final point. Again, I really wanted to drive that home because a lot of people miss that too. I've heard, and I'm saying that based off of the testimonies I've heard. Some of the people I've interacted with who have been involved with narcissists, had children by them, been married to them, and some of my own experience, right? Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me comments and questions and stay tuned for more. Remember, take care of yourself now.